दर्शकबिन मैले तपाईहरुलाई भनेकै थिएँ हाम्रा विद्यार्थीहरू जो फेस टु फेस करियर काउन्सिलिङ गर्न आउन सक्नुहुन्न उक्त विद्यार्थीहरूलाई लक्षित गरेर दर्शकबिन मैले भनेकै थिएँ जो विद्यार्थीहरू हाम्रो फेसबुक लाइभमा हाम्रो चाहिँ फेस टु फेस करियर काउन्सिलिङमा आउन सक्नुहुन्न उक्त विद्यार्थीहरूलाई लक्षित गरेर हामीले यस फेसबुक लाइभ युट्युब लाइभ सेसन हामीले सञ्चालन गरेका छौं र केही समयमा नै हामी टिकटक लाइभ मार्फत पनि तपाईलाई अस्ट्रेलियन युनिभर्सिटी हायर एजुकेसन प्राइभेट प्रोवाइडर र भोकेशनल प्रोवाइडर्सहरुको बारेमा भरपूर इन्फर्मेसन दिनेछौं। आज हामी माझ ट्रिनिटी इन्स्टिट्युटका सीईओ चीफ एक्जिक्युटिभ प्रिन्सिपल हामी माझ आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ एनी मोरी from Australia. So we're gonna welcome her and we will hear more information from her. So today is the 6th day of our admission week. KIEC presents Australian Education Admission Week, and yeah, it is all possible because of your support and the participation. So let's welcome Annie. Annie, we have Annie from Trinity Institute. She is the CEO as well as CEO Principal of Trinity Institute. So today we will know more about the Trinity Institution, courses, entry requirements, and about the Australia. So Annie, welcome to this live episode.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very pleased to be here and to tell you all about Trinity Institute Australia.
Yeah, that's what we are here, and people are joining gradually, and we will also keep this live session as a recording, and which we will be broadcasting to those students who could not make it today on this live session. So Annie, we would like to know more about the Trinity Institute.
Of course. So Trinity Institute Australia, we have been a quality provider of education here in Australia since 2015. We started out by delivering business qualifications. So we really found our footing by delivering business qualifications here in Australia to international students. But the year before last, we decided to branch out into areas that were of interest to our international students in trade qualifications. So we started delivering in carpentry and automotive the year before last, and they have proven to be very popular, and we're very proud of the qualifications that we deliver for our trade qualifications. We're also very excited about the fact that we're about to start delivering community services as well. So we've got quite a few ideas about how we can continue to improve, but our carpentry and automotive and our trade qualifications are certainly doing very well and are proving popular for all of our students.
So Annie, thank you so much for this information. Just wanted to know that what are the locations that you have, and why you suggest the international student to study at those locations.
Certainly. So our main campus is in the heart of Parramatta in New South Wales. Parramatta is New South Wales's second CBD. It's a really vibrant community, very multicultural. We're near to a lot of areas that Indians, Pakistanis, Nepalese people like to have moved to, and it's really vibrant and multicultural. So that's our main campus here in Parramatta. Our other main campus is in Sydney CBD. So we find that that's really convenient for people. It doesn't matter where you find yourself around Sydney, everybody can get to the Sydney CBD. Our campus there is right near Central Station as well. So it's very easy to be, easy for any student to come to. It is actually being refurbished at the moment, so we'll be able to tell you and show you how beautiful it looks as it's just coming along nicely. And then we've also got a small campus in regional New South Wales. And we know that regional New South Wales is an area that's of interest to a lot of our international students. It has visa implications for them. So we have a small campus there in Windsor in regional New South Wales. So there are 3 campuses. We've also got our own workshop. So for our trade qualifications, we have this enormous workshop that we have fitted out for ourselves. It is this huge warehouse that we've created 2 automotive workshops in there as well as a carpentry and construction workshop. So in any day of the week, you'll find it busy with automotive students, carpentry students, hammering away, learning how to use all of the tools for automotive. And it's a really energetic, hands-on place where students get to learn the tools of their trade. So there are our main locations.
Yeah, actually, you know that there are many vocational institutions who are offering the vocational course at the moment, and everyone are promoting their programs, and students are showing their interest. And Nepal is a market where the students would like to study vocational education as well as higher education. So, what is the differentiating points that the Trinity Institute is different than other vocational providers?
Sure, that's a really good question, and one that I get a lot. Why choose Trinity when there are similar providers out there? There's a few reasons. One is the quality of our workshops. If you're going to choose a trade qualification, none of the workshops in the other institutions can compare to what we have, the time, the effort, the money that we have put into creating this fabulous place for all of our students to really learn the skills of their qualification. That's probably a really big point for people to consider. Another area for people to consider, you know, when you're trying to weigh up which institution is the right for me, is that we have been doing carpentry and automotive the longest. So there are very few other institutions that have actually been delivering these qualifications consistently over the past few years. We have. We've got some wonderful graduates. I was talking to somebody yesterday. He completed his Certificate 3 in light vehicle mechanical, and he's currently got a job at a really big name automotive place here called Tempe Tires. He's got a job there. He got that because he was studying here at Trinity and because he was doing his mechanical certificate. And now he's doing his Certificate 4 with us as well, automotive diagnosis. So he is, you know, found a job, completed his first certificate, and now doing his second one. And it's really helping him while he's working in Australia. So that's another big point, is that the qualifications we deliver are going to help you get where you want to get. We've got some wonderful stories of students, graduates who have gone on to get wonderful jobs in their areas. So that's another really good point of why choose Trinity. And the last one I'll probably talk about, sorry, Rajendra, is our focus on quality. I've been in the industry for 20-something years. I've got a lot of I've got a lot of experience working in across vocational education, from our polytechnics, what we call TAFEs, through to private colleges like this, through to all different kinds of environments. And along the way, I worked with the regulator as well. So along the way, I've learned to know what a quality provider is and how to do it well. And I've taken all of that and built that into what we do here at Trinity. So it's not going to be, you know, I don't want to put anyone else down. It's not going to be low quality. You are going to come here. We are going to teach you what you need for your qualification and leave with a fantastic certificate that is going to get you somewhere.
Thank you so much for this explanatory information, which is so useful. Just as you have been working more than 2 decades in this vocational sector, now I want to know more information why vocational education is so important for today's generation.
Oh, it's so important, especially in Australia. So I think about 2 or 3 years ago, the Federal Minister for Skills in Education in Australia, she ran a big report through one of our government departments to figure out where are skills going in Australia. And they discovered that the top 10 jobs that are going to be in Australia in the future, which is now, 7 out of those 10 required a vocational education, not a higher education at university, but a vocational. So think of all of the jobs throughout Australia requiring a vocational education. So that, for me, that's really powerful. That's knowing that we're in an industry that Australia needs. Australia needs skilled people across so many different industries. And to do that, to get those skills, they have to do a vocational pathway. So I love vocational education. I'm a strong advocate for it. And if we have a chat one day, we'll talk for hours about it. But what the biggest thing I see is the outcomes for the individuals. So if you go to university, so often, I don't know about in Nepal, but in Australia, people go to university, friends of mine, people I've come across, they'll go to university, do a teaching degree, do an accounting degree, do a law degree, but they don't end up working in that area. It's just a means to an end. Whereas with vocational education, every day you see students using those skills. Once they've completed their certificate, they go on and they use those skills and it gets them a job. That's the biggest part of being a vocational education for me.
Yes, thank you so much for this information. As you have got lots of experience, you are from Australia. So my audience who are watching now and the future audience wanted to know more about the Australia. So can you please explain us about the Australia, its growth, and how that growth gonna support new students who are looking for a better future ahead?
Certainly. So I'm Australian, my family is Australian, but we are very multicultural. I mentioned that before about Parramatta, but Australia is very multicultural in that we love and support and include everybody from every nationality. There's no distinctions there. It's a very welcoming, very happy, welcoming country. And in fact, this week is Harmony Week. I don't know if that's celebrated in other countries as well, but here in Australia, Harmony Week is all about celebrating diversity of all of the different cultures that come to Australia. So at schools, they celebrate Harmony Day, and it's actually, the colour is orange. So it's lovely to see this orange here today. So that's one thing. We're quite happy, welcoming, laid back. We love to have a chat with anybody, love to include people in what's going on in our lives as well. So here at Trinity, for instance, we have people from all backgrounds and walks of life speaking many different languages, but we treat each other as a family because that's what you do. That's what you do here in Australia. You deal with everybody that you come into contact with as just another fellow in life. It's a very lovely environment.
Thank you so much. Just as you just mentioned, the how important it is to have a nationality mix, a cosmopolitan society. So, can you please explain us about Trinity Institute? How cosmopolitan? What are the nationality mix that we have at the institution?
Sure. So staff-wise, we've got people from the subcontinent, we've got people from Europe, we've got people from, Kazakhstan, Czechoslovakia, Australia, all over. So you've got people speaking so many different languages. It's wonderful. And that's intentional because a lot of our staff have followed the same pathway that our students are going to follow. A lot of our staff have come through on an international student pathway to Australia so they can understand what all of our students go through. So that's our staff. Our students, we have a really wide mix actually, South American, mostly Indian subcontinent, European, I can't think of Filipino, Asian. We've got a really good mix.
Yeah, it's nice to know about it. Just as we got to know about the Trinity Institution, its location, its nationality mix, so everything attract the particular students who are looking for international abroad study. Can you please tell us about the tuition fees of each program that you have been offering? And also, is there any scholarship for any student who has got a very good academic profile?
Interesting question. So all of our fees are set, and all of your staff and our academic managers have all got the copies of the fees as they are at the moment. I'm sure that we'd be more than happy to talk about any scholarships for people who want to put in applications with you today. I haven't figured one out, but we can we can certainly have a look at that.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. So to the end, we are nearly to the end of this program. So is there any additional words that you can suggest to any international students that who are planning to study in Australia?
Sorry, what can I suggest to them?
Yeah, the international students who are planning for abroad study, is there any particular suggestion for them, like a preparation and how we're gonna welcome those students in the college as well as into the community?
Sure. There's many things they can do. One thing that they do when they come to Trinity is we do a really thorough orientation with all of our students. Telling them where they can go locally for groceries, where they can go for medical help, things like that, just to help them orient into a new country. I know it's very difficult when you're starting out in a new country, in a new area, and you don't know where anything is. We spend a lot of time and effort to help our students to feel comfortable and secure in their new environments. That's part of what we do for all of our students, no matter the course. So we have a really strong focus on student support as well. You'll find that we have dedicated academic support people for every course here. So you're not just going to get some random person on the phone, or if you come in and you go, oh, I'm really not sure about something, you're going to be dealing with the same person every time, and they will get to know you. You will get to know your specific trainers. So you're creating that relationship with specific people here at Trinity who are always going to do everything they can to help you.
Yeah, one more question, that many of the vocational providers, they offer 2.5 years of qualification, and that qualification leads student towards the working route as well as higher education route. So do you have any articulation agreement towards the university which can guarantee a minimum credit towards the university for those students who wants to study university degree?
That's a good question, and something that we are exploring. We haven't got any agreements at the moment, but we're in negotiations with a couple of different higher education providers. I think it's difficult for us because we are concentrating so much on the trade qualifications,
Yes.
and they don't articulate well into higher education qualifications. There are opportunities with our business and our ICT qualifications, and they're the ones we're exploring. For instance, for Certificate 3 in Carpentry, if you were to do that, what we've done, because there are limited pathways to higher ed, what we've done is we've put in Diploma. So you've got the opportunity of doing the Certificate 3, and then you can articulate and do the higher level Diploma qualification with us. It's still a vocational qualification, but it is at that higher level and a high level of learning and knowledge, and opens up different pathways for you in the future as well.
Yeah, it's a wonderful information that you have sharing to us. Dear audience, dear students, parents, today we have Annie from Trinity Institute. She is a CEO as well as CEO principal of Trinity Institute. She has shared us about the institution, courses, and the other benefit, those are the trade course which can lead you towards directly towards the working platform. And Australia has been so badly looking for a skilled manpower. So Annie, to the last, would you like to share a final words to our audience?
Yes, so thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to receiving queries from you. If you're unsure about any of our courses, please feed them through to the managers, feed them through the Facebook here, feed them through to the marketing people, and they'll probably come back to me or someone here on the team, and we can help you make the right decision. If you were to choose Trinity, I think it's a great decision. We have lovely campuses. We have fabulous teachers, really dedicated, skilled, experienced teachers who do their utmost to transfer those skills to you. Another point is the fact that so many of our graduates do get jobs in the industry. So to get that that job outcome is always a wonderful thing, to get some work out of what you're doing. And lastly, can I show you?
Please.
I don't often get to show these. I've got some certificates here I'm about to sign.
Okay.
We have beautiful, beautiful certificates. So when you graduate, you get a lovely qualification. Now I'm going to have to put something across this student's name because it's personal to them. But I do want to show you just how lovely our certificates are. And they're really worth it.
Good.
Sorry, I should have thought of this earlier, shouldn't I? There we go. So it's just lovely. This is silver and all embossed, and you get a lovely certificate at the end of your course. And one thing I didn't mention, but when you complete the Cert 3 in light vehicle mechanical, or the Cert 3 in carpentry, or the Cert 3 in auto electrical, what you do is you take that certificate to our government office here and you get a license. You get to become a licensed carpenter, a licensed mechanic, a licensed auto electrician, which of course, again, helps your work prospects.
That's wonderful. Yeah, wonderful information. Dear student, parents, and the audience who are looking, watching us from different parts of the country, today we have Annie from Australia, and she has shared a lot of information, including Australia, and also we are running KIEC Presents Australian Education Admission Week, face-to-face career counseling as well as virtual career counseling. You have been watching virtual counseling. Also, we have a representative from Trinity Institute, Ravina from Ravina Thapa. She's a regional marketing manager for Nepal market, and she is with us from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So as Annie says, if you would like to enroll for those courses, if you want to meet the local representative, if you want to speak in local language to understand more, then we have been running this admission week from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And also don't forget that I'm again going to join TikTok live from 12 noon to 2 p.m. just to update you and bringing the institutions in front of you to give the career counseling virtually. Annie, thank you so much for your valuable time, and we'll see you soon. I'm planning to come over there in 2023, so we're gonna meet over there.
Wonderful. I look forward to meeting you in person, and good luck to all of your students to find the right course for them. And please do talk to our marketing manager. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye. Have a good day.